Hey everyone, it's James.
And Stephanie, and look at what James did to my mug.
I did not do that to your mug. It was an accident. It banged on the corner of the countertop.
I guess I need a new mug.
Ironic, this is like the second or third or fourth mug that we've broken of Steph's.
I've been unlucky with these, but this was a gift from back when we had our Travado, but I guess it's time to retire it.
I'm on the same mug since 2013, actually. So, anyway, we are coming to you today from kind of the Portland metro area.
Yeah, we're actually at a harvest host. We're at Vanmade Gear, parked in their parking lot. So if you're ever looking for a harvest host in the Portland area, this is great.
They're very difficult to find a lot of times, boondocking spots or camping spots in urban areas.
Yeah.
And this was just a serendipitous find because we didn't come here for the harvest host thing. We came here to talk to Vanmade Shades.
Right, and you all know, you probably saw our video of the shades that James had designed and then Vanmade Gear has started making. And so we're here to see how they're made. This is our first time. We haven't even been in yet. It's morning and we're about to go in. We're very excited to see the process of how these shades are made.
Yep. Now we've been working with Vanmade since 2019. They made some rear shades for the rear door on Parky, the National Parks Foundation Travado we had on loan. But this is the first time we've ever actually been here and met them. So I'm kind of interested, kind of excited, and ready to get to it. Check it out. I'm here with Simon. If you've ever seen Vanmade Shades or bought Vanmade Shades, this is the guy responsible. Now, we have been working together since like 2019.
2019. I think you guys contacted me like when you had Lance?
Parky. No,
Parky?
it was Parky. Well, we had Lance too. Yeah.
Parky.
We had Parky for a year, and we made the back window shades. It was all magnetic back then. Mm-hmm. Was that, how long had you been working at this by then?
That was only 1 year into it.
Oh.
That was 1 year into it. That was out of my house.
Out of your house?
Yeah. We started as a garage business.
Yes.
I was out of a house, and then this is shop number 3.
You've moved three times?
We've moved 3 times as we grew and outgrew the space, and so this is the latest and greatest.
All right, well, I'm excited to see what you got going, and especially how our Fit RV shades are made. So if you're ready, let's just start looking.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Everything starts as a pattern, a shape, or a size, right?
Right.
We either trace a window with paper or scanner, and or we go straight to CAD. But when we trace something like actually, this is the Echo cubby holder. I know you.
Oh yeah, we don't have it.
Yeah. We don't have that anymore. But
that's the cubby hole. Yeah.
But yeah,
right,
that's the little cubby hole, and so we trace.
You recognize the shape there, right?
It's upside down right now, so this way. So we trace something like that, and then we would first digitize it so that we can bring it into CAD. So this little camera system here takes a 1:1 ratio pattern or a file, and then we move it over to where the real magic starts. So this is our design team, Leif and my lead designer Jess. They basically use those digitized shapes, and we then decide, or we then determine attachment type, whether it's magnetic or Velcro, or it needs to overlap a surface. Once the pattern and panels and the sizes of everything is figured out, that then gets sent to our cutting table, which once we dive into the shop, we'll show you. So that could be the next step. But I guess since we're here and since you guys have Echoes or an Echo. These are some upcoming products that are coming. Yeah, so this is the cubby holder that we have yet to release, but it's just about there and it's coming soon. But
there's some insulation in here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's some insulation. We hear
because
that
it does get hot up in there.
That's what we hear. Yeah, it gets really hot in there, and so things fall out, and so yeah, we take feedback like that and try to solve those types of problems as best we can. And then this, I think we're working on a curtain for the back room divider.
So it's like for the bedroom.
For the bedroom. Mm-hmm.
Magnets.
So that's a magnetic curtain that for the Sprinter Echo, though. So the shape will be a little different than the Echo for transit.
The magnets work.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I get it. So that's the bedroom side. You're looking at the bedroom side. And then, okay, yeah, that's definitely a different shape right there.
Yeah, there's a table cubby or something over there.
Yeah.
So let's come on back.
Right on. Oh, wow.
So this is the shop.
It's surprisingly quiet in here in spite of the giant ceiling.
Just the hum of the sewing machines.
Yeah. So, cutting,
Yeah, so we have our CNC machine back there.
Is that laser or
It's
a wheel?
not laser. It's a rotary cutter. We thought about laser, but the fumes would be terrible.
Yeah,
This is Emma.
Hi, Emma. Is this a vacuum table or?
It is a vacuum table. Yeah.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
the cool toys.
Yeah. Like you said, it's like a vacuum table that sucks the fabric down once Emma pulls a sheet of it over.
Are we gonna cut something now?
We're gonna cut something.
We're gonna keep talking until she does. So what are we making right now?
So this is a whole bunch of windshields. It does look like we're doing transit windshields, sprinter windshields, and even ProMaster windshields all on this table right now. So it's a mixture of those patterns.
And this is all based on, you said it's made to order, so this is all based on whatever orders you have coming up, right?
Yep.
Is this the coolest toy you have?
It's probably the coolest toy we have. Yeah. Yeah, this ups our game a lot.
Can I touch it?
Yeah. Yeah, now it's like slowly releasing. And,
Look at that.
yeah. So there's the cut.
That is so cool.
So once we cut a table, Emma then starts sorting all the pieces. As patterns get more complicated, we get more like smaller parts of every
I'm
shade.
sorry I haven't
And
done anything to improve that.
Oh, look at that! That's a Fit RV. Yeah, these are 2 Fit RV items that we started cutting already, and actually this whole shelf right here.
Oh wow!
So
look at that.
those
2
are-
shelves.
Yeah, some of those order numbers might look familiar to some of your viewers. But yeah, basically all the pieces slowly get accumulated and sorted and organized here, and then once each batch we do like 1 or 2 batches per week.
Okay.
And once it's all cut and organized, we roll the carts down to the next step. Then it's kind of organized chaos because it bounces around to different stations. Back in that corner is an active Fit RV shade that's in progress. So
Well, let's go.
Let's go over there. So yeah, this looks like a Fit RV
Bedroom. Yeah.
bed window. So Juan here is getting that all stitched together. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna watch him and have sewing machine envy. Okay, he's significantly faster than I am. When I sew, it's almost like just 1 stitch per second is how slow I take it, just because I don't have the confidence.
This is our binding machine, our edge binding machine.
And so that's just
so
1 inch, 1 1/4.
Yep. Yep. That gets folded over automatically.
Oh. And once again, you're much, much faster than I am.
Juan's been doing this for 20-something years, so yeah. So what we have going on here is a Sprinter front door shade, and we're just sewing a perimeter stitch all the way around for the just aesthetic detail, and yeah.
Do they
That's what it is.
also, not this one, but like a windshield shade under, you guys put stiffening rods? Do these folks put that in?
Yep. Yeah. Depending on the model, like that's what's happening over there probably soon.
Okay.
Once a product bounces around the sewing station and assembly and magnets and straps, it flows to our staging shelves over there. These
Okay.
are orders that are finished and ready for packing and inspection.
Oh, dang.
So
all
these
that?
are most of that, yeah. Some of it is still some inventory that that we've built up, but most of that is on its way out. And so Danny over here is a QA. Just about nothing gets past this guy. So we happen to have a Sprinter Echo in the shop that we're
Literally in the shop. I mean, it's in.
inside the shop. It barely fits, but we have a few products in here that we're prototyping, so I'll show you some of that stuff.
All right.
These are the non-fit RV original zippered window shades, and then this is one of the products that we're prototyping right now.
Yeah. So I've seen maybe photos or ideas of this somewhere. It's a thermal curtain, but it's one that stays in place. It doesn't go up and down. So
yep. It goes up and down, but
yeah.
Let's see if it's intuitive enough for you.
All right. So there we go. All right. So that's up.
So that's all the way up for like you said, for driving day.
Yeah. So then you can get up and
passing
back
through, and then you got some storage, random storage pockets for whatever. We even have front pockets for the cab set. And then when you're in party mode or camp mode, you can roll all three up.
Oh, they all roll?
Yeah. It's a debatable thing where the TV is like hard to really see, right?
Gotcha.
So there's this, and then if you flip this guy in, it's...
I gotcha.
This is closer to what the stock curtain is like.
Right.
But better.
Yeah.
Kind of like our roof vent cover, we just made a magnetic solution to cover it up.
Boom.
Just like that.
I like it. That's much better looking. Okay, so if you have any comments or questions, there will be a post over on thefitrv.com that'll link down below in the YouTube description. Hop over there, leave comments, ask questions. We'll find a way to get an answer from Simon here. If you're in the Portland area and you need a place to boondock, excellent as a harvest host. You can hit him up on vanmadegear.com. And if you want to buy super cool Fit RV shades, you can go to thefitrv.com/shades, and we'll link you over to our version of the products that they make. But honestly, if you buy anything from them, it's going to be good. So that's going to do it for now. Simon, thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you, James. It's a pleasure.
Catch you later. Bye.
James, I am hiring.
Are you sure? This is kind of fun.